Alright, question 23. Write the equation of a line that passes through -1, 6 and is parallel to that equation. Well, what do you know about parallel lines? Well, we know that parallel lines, they never intersect, they never cross, and the reason why they don't cross is because they have the same slope. So parallel lines have the same slope. So we're going to try and find the slope of this one, and then we're going to substitute it in to find the equation of the line. So the same slope of that one, the slope is not 3. Right away, kids get confused because they see the x and they think the number in front of the x is your slope. It is your slope as long as it's y equals mx plus b. Do we have that form, y equals mx plus b? No. We need to make it so that it's y equals mx plus b, and then we can find the slope. So we want y by itself, so we need to get rid of this 3x. So I'm going to move it over to the other side. To do so, you need to get the opposite sign, so it's minus 3x minus 3x. This cancels. So you have y equals negative 3x plus 12. I put the x first because I want y equals mx plus b. So then now what's my slope? My slope is negative 3. That's my m. So this is in form y equals mx plus b, so that is your slope, negative 3. So we know that it's going to have the same slope, negative 3, because it's parallel. So now that we have a point and we have a slope, then we can use, right there, point slope, the third one. Point slope, y minus y1 equals m, x minus x1. So we're going to use point slope. Let's go ahead and substitute what we know. Well, here I have y minus. I need to figure out what that is. Need to figure out what that is. Minus, figure out what that is. Remember, the minus signs are already there. Those are part of the formula. So now we're going to plug in the numbers. My m is negative 3. So I'm going to plug it in here for m. This is my x1, y1, so negative 1 goes here. This would be incorrect because it is a negative 1. That minus is already part of it, so you need to put that negative 1. Now this one, 6. Plug in a 6 here. Now that this is correct, two negatives become a positive, so we can combine them. Big plus sign. Now we do the distributive property. So we are going to multiply negative 3 times x, negative 3x. Negative 3 times positive 1, negative 3. And now we're on the last step, which is solving for y. We want y by itself, so we need to get rid of the minus 6. So you add 6 to both sides. That cancels. So I'm left with y equals negative 3x. Negative 3 plus 6 becomes positive 3. And there's your equation. And does it have the same slope? Yep. Negative 3, negative 3. Same as that one. They have different y-intercepts because they're parallel lines. So, but they have to have the same slope. There's my equation. Let's go ahead and do another one. Write the equation of a line that passes through this point and is parallel to y equals 1. This one's different because they gave you that the equation is y equals 1. It only has one variable. So because it has one variable, it is either vertical or horizontal. So I'm going to go ahead and see what it is. So y equals 1. Okay, so it's y equals 1. So here's my x, here's my y. Y equals 1. There's my point. Horizontal, horizontal is y equals. There's my horizontal line. All of those is y equals 1. So it's a horizontal line, and it's saying that we want an equation of a line that passes through negative 2, 4, but it has to be parallel to that. So if it's going to be parallel, it's also going to have zero slope, because this is a zero slope because it forms the letter Z. So we want to go through that point. So negative 2, 4, let's kind of figure out where negative 2, 4 is. Negative 2, somewhere there, and positive 4. Okay, right there. Negative 2, 4. And we want a line that's parallel to it, so it's also going to be horizontal because it's going to be parallel to that one. So here's horizontal. And there's my equation of the line that's parallel to that line, and it passes through that point. So what is the equation of that line? Horizontal is y equals what? Well, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. Y equals 4. So my answer is 4. Y equals 4. Plus, this is your x, that's your y. Y equals 4. There it is. But I graph it so that you understand what it means. So parallel, and have the same slope. And in this case, the slope is 0. Remember, they form the letter Z for 0. And they're both, this one's passing through that point, which is what we wanted. Okay, let's go ahead and do another one. Write the equation of a line that passes through that point, and this time it's parallel to x equals 3. Once again, x equals 3. That's one variable. It doesn't have like a y and an x. It's just x by itself. So that's either going to be horizontal or vertical. So let's see. Let's go ahead and do our coordinate grid. Sorry, that one came out crooked. It's okay. Doesn't have to be super perfect. Okay, so write the equation of a line that passes through this point and is parallel to that, x equals 3. So let's go ahead and I'm going to do 5 marks. The reason I'm doing 5 is because of the point. Okay. So negative 2, 5, negative 2, 1, 2, 3, 5. Parallel to x equals 3. So we're going to go to x equals 3. This is my x. X equals 3. 1, 2, 3. This is x equals 3. So vertical is up, down. Vertical is up, down. It's x equals. It's x equals. So vertical is up, down. Vertical is up, down. It's x equals. So here's x equals 3. And it's vertical. And because all of these have x being 3. This is 3, negative 1, 3, negative 2. All of them have x equals 3. 3, 1, 3, 2, 3, 3, 3, 4, 3, 5, etc. All of them have x equals 3. So then now here we're looking for a line that's parallel to this point, that passes through this point. So we're going to have a vertical line going through here. And what's the equation of that line? X equals what? Well, where does it cross? Right there. Negative 2. And plus, here it is. X equals negative 2. That negative looks weird. X equals negative 2.